Hey guys, this is Justin, and I have another great episode in store for you today. If you're in real estate, if you don't already know, the market is shifting. I'm going to share with you real life stats and statistics to prove that this market is changing, but I'm also going to give you 7 strategies on how you can succeed and take your business to the next level, regardless of what's happening. You don't want to miss this one. Make sure you tune in. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Justin Ford podcast, where I'll be releasing life-changing principles and valuable information focused on all things faith, finance, family, fitness, real estate, and so much more. Let's go! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Justin Ford podcast. Super excited to be with you here again today. I hope you've been doing great since the last episode. If you're loving the show, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. And if you're really loving the show, go ahead and leave us a review. I would love to hear back from you on how you're loving the show. If you'd like to follow me and connect with me on social media, you can at the official Justin Ford. Again, at the official Justin Ford. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, X, and also here on YouTube. Got a great episode in store for you today, but before we get into that, I do want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by my friends over at Nextdoor Lending. Nextdoor Lending is a team of professionals that believe everyone should be treated as if they live next door. The founders and team members have more than 150 years of combined loan experience, helping clients all over the country choose the best loan program to help you accomplish your goals. Nextdoor Lending is currently licensed in over 26 states and has a team of over 100 loan officers specializing in helping you get the best rate and terms. And so whether you're looking to refinance your home or you're looking to purchase your next home, call my friends over at Nextdoor Lending today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. You know, the market in real estate is shifting right now. It is definitely shifting. We're seeing a lot of things change. You know, we're experiencing a lot of things going on. And at the same time, some real estate agents are struggling really bad and some are winning and experiencing a lot of success. And I want to share with you the reason why. I want to talk about what's going on in the market. I want to give you some tips and strategies on how you can succeed in this market and really encourage you that write this down if you can, or if you're listening, I want you to remember this. What we do determines our success, not the market. It's one of the things that we teach at GloverU. As you guys know, I'm a coach over at GloverU. I'm a speaker at GloverU. I go on tour, speak all over the country to real estate agents. I coach and train, thousands of real estate agents all over North America. And one of the things that we talk about at GloverU are these isms, Glover isms. And one of those that I think is very important for us today is what we do determines our success, not the market. Last year, I saw a statistic recently come out that I think it was 74%. That's a big number. That's pretty much 3 out of every 4 real estate agents. 74% of real estate agents didn't even sell a home in 2024. And the average real estate agent right now is only selling about 4 homes a year. And 9 out of 10 real estate agents are out of the business in their first 24 months. That's scary. That's really scary. And I believe the reason why those statistics are the way that they are is because it's easy to be successful in a great market when everything is moving, everything's happening, homes are selling really quick. It's super easy. However, when the market shifts and interest rates go up, or, we're seeing things going on in our economy today, or prices are changing, homes are sitting longer, what do we do then? What do we do then? So I want to talk to you today about some things that are taking place in the market and how you can succeed regardless if the market's shifting, regardless if the market is slowing down, and really how you get to determine your success, not the market. Well, number one is this: home price growth is slowing. These are actual statistics as of today that are showing us that the market is shifting. National home price growth has accelerated to approximately 3.3% year over year, aligning closely with inflation rates. So we see that they are changing. Zillow projects a modest 0.8% increase in home prices between February of 25 and February of 26, where it was much higher over the last several years. Number two, increase in price reductions. We're seeing this. I primarily work with sellers and listings. And so I'm seeing this. In 2025, we've seen more homes on the market with price cuts than March in the last decade. So I'm going to read that again. This year, 2025, has seen more homes on the market with price cuts than any March in the last decade, indicating a shift in seller expectations and market dynamics. The market is shifting. A couple of years ago, you could put a listing on the market. It was sold overnight, multiple offers, and boom. Now listings are sitting. Number three, rising inventory levels. The inventory of homes for sale rose 30.6% year over year in April 2025, marking the 18th consecutive month of inventory growth. Inventory is rising. So naturally, when inventory rises, then what happens? Market begins to shift. Despite this increase, active inventory remains 16.3% below the typical 2019 levels, suggesting that while supply is improving, it hasn't fully rebounded to pre-pandemic norms. But what this statistic shows us is we're heading in that direction. Number four, this is a big one. Affordability challenges. Prospective home buyers now need to earn over $50,000 more annually than renters to afford mortgage payments due to high home prices and elevated mortgage rates. I want you to think about that. Right now, if you are making $50,000 a year, you now need to make $100,000 in order to really be able to afford mortgage payments. That's a scary thing as well. That's, and then it's even hard to rent a home right now. So if you can't afford a mortgage, you're having a hard time finding a home to rent. Things are definitely shifting. Mortgage rates have slightly declined to an average of 6.84% as of early May 2025, but affordability remains a significant concern for many buyers. And then number five, regional variations. Okay. Now in Manhattan, the average home price decreased by 16% from its peak, dropping to $1.13 million, while suburban areas like Monmouth County, New Jersey saw a 63% rise in home values. So again, depending on where you are, there are some changes. Southern markets, particularly Texas and Florida, are experiencing falling or flat prices due to a surplus of newly built homes and slowing relocation trends. So we know that there's different pockets around the country that are experiencing different things, but overall, we're definitely seeing some changes taking place. These statistics underscore a real estate market in transition, while varying impacts across different regions are a little bit different. Understanding these trends is crucial for buyers, sellers, investors, and real estate agents who are looking to navigate the current market. What we do determines our success, not the market. I've been in the industry now for 20 years. Some would say, Justin, you're a veteran. You've been in the business 20 years. I've been through the 2008 crash. I've been through the pandemic. I've been through tons of inventory sitting. I've also been, in the market where you can't even keep a house on the market. I've seen high interest rates. I've seen low interest rates. I've seen higher interest rates again. I've been through this. I've been through the short sales, the loan modifications, the foreclosures. And yet here I am today having more success in the industry than I've ever had before. Why? Because it's what I do. It's what you do that determines our success, not the market. Let me give you an example of what I mean. And then I'm going to give you 7 proven strategies to succeed in the shifting real estate market. I was speaking on tour for GloverU last year in Toledo. And I'm sharing this because we always open up our half-day sessions when we're on tour with the isms. And when I shared this ism, this really cute, sweet little old lady who was in row 2 or 3 raises her hand and she says, "Can I say something, Justin?" I said, "Absolutely." She stood up and she said, "Next week, I'm going to be 94 years old." She says, "I've been in this business for over 40 years, and what you're saying couldn't be truer." She said, back in the 80s, she said, when interest rates went up to 18%, see, we think we're at high interest rates right now at around 7. Can you imagine a market where interest rates are 18%? Holy cow. She said, while most real estate agents were having trouble and getting out of the business and not succeeding, she said, I started doing land contracts and I started helping buyers work with sellers to where we were doing land contracts at like 11 or 12%. So again, 11 or 12%, insane, but much less than 18. She said, I started doing this and I became the number one agent, not only in my office, but my area, my market. And she said for 5 years in a row, she was the number one agent in her market. And she said, and the reason why was because what I did determined my success, not the market. So for those of you that are listening right now, I want to encourage you that if you're a real estate agent, mortgage broker, you're feeling the effects of the economy in some way, shape, or form, the shifting, things like that. Stop blaming interest rates being higher. Stop blaming tariffs. Stop blaming government. Stop blaming anything and anybody, and learn what you can do in this market to create success. If that means prospecting more, if that means, spending more time doing business, if it means learning more, educating yourself more, whatever it may be, you determine your success, not the market. And you know what? That's a great thing, because no longer do we or can we blame our lack of success on anything else, but it allows us to take responsibility and accountability of our success. So I'm going to give you 7 proven strategies to succeed in a shifting real estate market. Number 1, this is huge. Master market data and trends. Stay informed about local and national market trends, including price changes, inventory levels, and interest rates. Use this data to educate your clients and position yourself as a market expert. I used to be able to walk into a listing appointment and confidently tell a seller, listen, we're going to list your home, we're going to get multiple offers, and we're going to get you over asking price. It was very rare if a listing over the last several years didn't experience that. Matter of fact, most agents that were new in the business had never even heard of what a price reduction was or an expired listing. We rarely saw that. Now, I just listed 6 homes last Friday, all priced right, all got showings. Only 1 out of the 6 got offers. And the one that did, insane. We got 65 showings, 15 offers, and sold it for $75,000 over the asking price. Whereas the other 5, we got a lot of showings, no offers. And you know what that showed me? The market shifting. Because if it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, every single one of those homes would have sold with multiple offers over asking price. So why is it important to master market data and trends? So that you can educate your clients on what's taking place, because they might still think, well, hey, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my neighbor sold their house last year, 2 years ago, and this is what happened. And they're automatically assuming maybe that's what's going to happen to their home. But we need to make sure that we're letting them know things are changing. Number 2, out of the 7 proven strategies to succeed in a shifting real estate market, is we have to double down on our lead generation and our prospecting efforts. So what you did, let's say 2 years ago, you actually have to double down on to get the same result. I'll say we, because me too, we're not going to get the same results we did 2 years ago by doing the same thing today. You're going to have to double down. You're going to have to do more open houses. You're going to have to talk to more sellers. You're going to have to show more houses. You're going to have to do more in order to get the same result. Increase your prospecting efforts with a focus on expired listings, for sale by owners, absentee owners, and referral sources. Implement a consistent follow-up strategy like we teach at GloverU, the 3x3x3x3, which is 3 calls, 3 text messages, and 3 emails 3 times a day for 3 days straight. This will allow you to stay on top of your leads. There's no more lay me down, come list me, easy peasy transactions. It's time to roll up our sleeves, tie off our bootstraps, and really double down. Number 3, enhance your negotiation skills. Become a skilled negotiator to help buyers secure favorable deals and sellers to achieve their goals. Practice objection handling, script practices, and overcome price reductions, commission cuts, and lower offers. These are things that we have to go through. Perfect example, listed a condo 2 months ago, $700,000. They wanted to start a little bit higher. I'm like, listen, we can test the market, but you know what? We're going to probably have to come down on price. Then we did a price reduction. Beautiful condo. Just got an offer yesterday for $620,000. We're listed at $675,000. Now we're in back and forth in negotiations to try to settle at a number where it's definitely going to be less than where we listed. I kind of prepared the seller for that. And at the same time, here we are where now the longer a home sits, the leverage of the negotiation is now swinging into the buyer's favor. Okay. Number 4, strengthen your listing presentation. Refine your listing presentation to showcase your value, your experience, and your market strategies and knowledge. Use social proof, testimonials, success stories to build trust with potential sellers. when you're going into a listing appointment or you're meeting with a buyer for a buyer consultation, you better know what's going on in the market. Because if you tell them one thing and it's totally the opposite, you're going to look like the one that didn't know what you were talking about. Number 5 of the 7 proven strategies to succeed in a shifting real estate market is diversify your lead sources. I was just sharing this with our prospecting bootcamp students this past week. Many real estate agents and teams and even brokerages have built this very successful business on, let's say, referral, like Zillow Flex leads or Realtor.com leads or primarily paid for leads. What would happen to your business if Zillow, Realtor.com, or any of these sources were gone tomorrow? That's how we need to be able to analyze our business, because we have to have a big time, diversification of where we're getting our business. Explore new lead generation channels, including social media, online ads, builder partnerships, networking events, and prospecting efforts that don't cost you a lot of money, if not any money at all. Maintain a strong database of past clients and sphere of influence for repeat and referral business, and make sure that you're staying top of mind. Make sure that you're communicating well with them. Joy does a really great job of staying top of mind and connecting with our past clients. And this year, we've received more referrals and more past client business than we ever have, because she's consistently keeping us top of mind. Number 6, this is huge. Invest into your personal branding. Build your personal brand as an industry expert. Who are you to the market? What are you known for? What value do you bring? What does a buyer or seller get when they hire you? Make sure you have something of personal branding that they can see, wow, by working with him or working with her, this is what I get in return. Use social media to consistently share market insights, client success stories, and educational content. And then number 7 of the 7 strategies to succeed in a shifting real estate market is maintain a growth mindset. Always be growing. Be willing to adjust. Be willing to be flexible. Be willing to be versatile, because what worked yesterday doesn't mean it's going to work today. What worked 2 years ago doesn't mean it's going to work today. Stay motivated and resilient, recognizing that market shifts are opportunities for growth. Also, market shifts are normal and we should expect them. Invest in continuous learning, coaching, and skill development to stay ahead of the competition. I highly recommend, if you're a real estate agent right now, one of the number 1 investments you can make is into a coach. Even though Joy and I, are a part of GloverU, I'm a coach. I have a coach. Me and Joy get coached every single week by a real estate coach. And she helps us to know exactly what we should be doing, how to build our business, how to build our team, and really how to succeed even in a shifting market. It's one of the number 1 things that you can invest into as a real estate agent, as a team leader, as a broker, is a coach who can be in your corner and help you through where you're going. Okay. And we actually offer us. So I'm a coach with GloverU. I do 15-minute free coaching sessions. If you ever want to connect with me, you ever want to have a discussion on how you can win in this market or really take your business to the next level, I'd love to connect with you. You can shoot me a DM on social media. You can shoot me an email, justin@justinfordteam.com. I'd love to connect with you. Feel free to reach out. Also, if you're looking to be a part of a team, we have a team here in Metro Detroit called the Justin Ford Real Estate Team. We're growing and expanding. We're looking for new agents. Even if you're in another market, we're looking to expand into other markets as well. And so if you're interested in having a conversation of what it could potentially look like for us to work together, feel free to reach out. We also have our legacy network, EXP Downline, where we have about 200 people all across the country. So connect with me. Feel free to reach out. We're growing and expanding all across the country and even into other markets. Again, you can reach me on social media, or you can shoot me an email, justin@justinfordteam.com. And I'd love to connect with you. And if this episode encouraged you, or you know anybody else that this could help, feel free to share it with them. Tag somebody in it. If you're a real estate agent or you know other real estate agents, this information is super important to know in order to succeed in this market. And what's great is if what we do determines our success, not the market, you can begin to make changes and adjustments to your business so that you can continue to succeed forward. If you haven't followed me yet, definitely let's connect on social media at the official Justin Ford. I'm on all platforms. If you haven't subscribed yet, here, subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. Definitely here to add value and help you. And before we wrap up today's episode, I do want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by my friends over at Nextdoor Lending. Nextdoor Lending is not just the sponsor of the show. Nextdoor Lending is our personal lender for the Justin Ford real estate team. This is who we entrust with all the buyers that we work with. They have a perfect A+ Better Business Bureau rating, over 1,200 5-star reviews. If you're a buyer looking to purchase a home this year and you need to get pre-approved, call our friends over at Nextdoor Lending. If you're a homeowner and you're looking to refinance, maybe take some cash out, call our friends over at Nextdoor Lending. And if you're a real estate agent like me and need a great lender partner, call my friends over at Nextdoor Lending today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. Two things I always like to leave you with. Number one, it's not how you start. What matters is how you finish. And number two, with God, all things are possible. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.